hey, this is Swallow. And whenever I want to hear sweet calypso, I look at CultureShare, the best.
Swallow, it's a pleasure once again to have you here.
Yes, my pleasure, man. Yeah.
I see this year that you making a statement to let them fellas know that you're still the soca master.
Definitely, definitely. I mean, they're in my kingdom. They're my subjects, and they have to have respect and honor the king of soca.
You felt there was some kind of disrespect in the atmosphere?
They were sort of running away, like getting out of hand. So I had to pull them back in tracks, pull them back into place. Hey, hold it. You can go as far as this. I give you leverage. Some of them I give them an inch. They want to take a mile. You know what I mean? I show them how to dance and prance and so on, and they want to kick up and get away and forget that they have the king of soca.
I'm envisioning you right now composing that calypso, pen and paper, and a smoke on your face.
I tell you what, how it goes. It was plastic bag, red plastic bag. Yeah, I have to give him credit because he called one day and says he's always studying my music. He's always giving a listen to my music, and he says, but look for all these hit songs Swallow has here. And he called me. He says, well, look, I have this tune. Whatever you want to do with it, if you want to take it out, take out, put in, change, whatever. And he sent it, it had 3 verses. And when I got it, I said, this is good. And I add my touch to it. Mm-hmm. So as a matter of fact, it's red plastic bag and Swallow. But I have to call it the drawing. The architectural part of it was plastic bag.
In Calypso, artists are very guarded historically about who composes stuff. I mean, artists wouldn't dare tell other people when somebody else composed their Calypso.
No,
do you think this is changing?
It is changing. It has been changing for a little while. I have been asking other fellas, give me a song or sell me a song. I said, no, man, Swallow, you can write, man. You're a good composer. You're a master in that. And it seems as if nobody wanted to give me a song or sell me a song. It just happened. Bag and I are very good, and it comes up with this, and this is one of the biggest one I have for the year.
No, it is true that you are a good composer. You have done fine hits over the years. But why is it that you wanted somebody else's work?
It give a change. It has a different. My idea about certain things may not necessarily be your idea about whatever the issue is. Your idea about a certain issue can be a lot different or even stronger than my idea. So I just put it like this: 2 heads. How you put it? 2 heads together. Two heads are better than one. Right. Good. That is it. But if I can get composers that could live up with me, I'd appreciate that. Whether it's give a song or to buy a song, well, I appreciate that.
When you sit down and think of your career in the art form, I mean, where you came from, you have given us great music, both dance music and social commentary. Do you think that, would you say that you have really been a success in this art form, or we have not heard the best of Swallow yet?
I still feel there's a lot more of me. There's a lot more of me to come out. I want to shine some more, and I know I can shine some more. I have a feeling that deep within me there are lots of things to come out. But I know over the years I've done some good works. I proved that because of the acceptance of the work by the general public. And for me to ask for any more, God would say, Swallow, you're presumptuous. I really can't ask for any more. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing real good. I've been accepted over the years, and I'm still being accepted. So I have to say thanks.
Let's go back to Antigua, the land of your birth, and talk about Calypso in Antigua as it is today. Yeah. Do you think it's on the up the way you'd really like to see it?
No, honestly not. It's not on the up as I would like to see it. We fall away a couple of years, hence, I realized that we're falling so much as to, we don't want to lose. When the short shirt, I put it like this, when the short shirt, or the obstinate, or the Swallow, the Calypso Joe, the Destroyer, the Zero, when all these fellas are gone, there's somebody have to be behind. So I asked myself, who's to fill these shoes? Hence I get myself with the Minister of Culture, get into the schools, secondary schools, primary schools, all the schools around Antigua, and get the younger calypsos or calypsonians and have them like under one umbrella, teaching them the art of writing, the choice of words, the way you phrase a line, and guitar music. So maybe in another couple of years, you may have some, you will have some vibrant, real vibrant fellas coming up, because I've seen it already among the young ones.
So you're saying that the Calypso finals in Antigua every year, you see the same faces over and over again?
More so, more so, more so, more so. Not that we don't have good calypsos or other guys who are good, but you may find a guy with a good song, but the other song is not as good, that can't take him through to the final. Or if it make the final, it can't take him through to winning the crown or even placing. You know, but when you have calypsos that are calypsonians that could handle themselves, and you have two good tunes, and you can perform the tune, we call it, you can deliver the tune, that is good.
And what did you say about the band situation in Antigua, the backing up of the Calypsonians? Because in some of the small islands, it's always seemed to be a problem getting bands for tents, for adequate backup.
Oh, we don't have that as a major problem. We don't have that as a major problem. What is happening in Antigua is that we're sort of limited with arrangers, and the arrangers are playing in different bands and in the tents and so on. So you find sometimes in the night, some of these arrangers would sit down and try to get the arrangement for some of the calypsonians, you know, and sometimes they would miss a rehearsal, sometimes they would miss a night in the tent. But we don't have a major problem with the musician at all. And the night of the finals we have what we call an all-star. We put together the best of the musician, the best readers. So you don't have a problem at all with music at all on stage.
Swallow, your thoughts on Calypso in Brooklyn, here in New York? I mean, all over the place we have the nightclubs being closing down, right? And there isn't much outlets as there were before. Do you think it's getting more difficult now to survive as a Calypsonian here in Brooklyn? You don't live in Brooklyn, do you?
No, I don't. I don't. But I frequent Brooklyn. If it were, I live in Antigua. I still live in Antigua, but regularly I'm in Brooklyn. I don't know if to say, well, how the way I look at it, I think we're overplayed in Brooklyn. We're overplayed, and in Brooklyn, you can say the majority of the people in Brooklyn, they might say, I heard Swallow last week, I can't hear him next week, you know, and it keeps going like that, and it keeps going. It's like the only place we can go is around Brooklyn.
Some people saying that the future of Calypso in Europe even looks greater than that in North America.
Exactly. Because there's more room in Europe than here.
Thank you very much, Swallow.
All right.
Have a good
Take
one.
care, sir.
All right.